Have you seen the Epstein files?
Imagine a man so powerful, so untouchable that even decades of abuse and trafficking couldn't stop him. Courtrooms were filled with victims' testimony, secret agreements were hidden from the public, and the files that could expose the truth were locked away for years. Jeffrey Epstein's empire was built on secrecy, money, and influence, and the courtroom doors only opened slightly before he died. Today, we're diving into the Epstein files, uncovering what was hidden, who knew, and why justice was delayed for so long. This is a story that shakes the foundations of power and privilege, and you're about to see it all. They thought Jeffrey Epstein's secrets would die with him, but newly unsealed files and survivor accounts suggest otherwise.
Would you please state your full name?
I'm Jeffrey Edward Epstein, and my residence address is 6100 Red Hook Boulevard in Virgin Islands.
Was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1953. A gifted child, he excelled in math and piano and skipped grades. Yet he never completed a college degree. Despite this, his intelligence, charm, and ambition allowed him to move into elite social and financial circles, where connections often mattered more than credentials. In 1974, Epstein began teaching at the prestigious Dalton School in Manhattan. It was here that he met influential figures, including Alan Ace Greenberg of Bear Stearns. These connections opened the doors to Wall Street, where Epstein quickly moved from teacher to finance professional. By the late 1970s, he joined Bear Stearns and became a limited partner. His trajectory from classroom to boardroom highlights how social connections and charisma can sometimes outweigh formal credentials. In 1988, Epstein founded J. Epstein & Company, claiming to manage the wealth of billionaires. His most significant client was Leslie Wexner, who granted him sweeping financial authority. Through this relationship, Epstein acquired mansions, private jets, and enormous influence, though the exact source of his wealth remains mysterious. In 1998, Epstein purchased Little St. James Island in the U.S. Virgin Islands for $8 million. The island became central to accounts of abuse, where survivors reported strict control, isolation, and systematic exploitation. Its seclusion allowed Epstein and his associates to operate largely undetected for years. Before we move into the investigation that finally exposed what was happening behind closed doors, take a second to subscribe. It helps this channel continue uncovering stories that were never meant to see the light. Now, let's get into the events that brought Epstein onto law enforcement's radar. In 2005, Palm Beach police began investigating reports that Epstein brought underage girls to his mansion for massages. Investigators documented a pattern of recruitment, cash payments, and coercion. Despite recommendations for multiple felony charges, only a single solicitation charge was filed at the state level. By 2007, federal authorities had identified the outlines of a trafficking operation. Yet, in 2008, Epstein struck a secret non-prosecution agreement. He pleaded guilty to state charges, served just 13 months with work release privileges, and co-conspirators received immunity.
What was the crime of which you were convicted?
Two counts, one soliciting prostitution and procuring a minor for prostitution.
Victims were not informed of this deal, which later became a symbol of systemic failure and elite protection. Even after the 2008 plea deal, Epstein's operations continued, shielded by secrecy and wealth. Investigators later revealed a complex network of assistants, recruiters, and staff who helped him maintain control. Young girls were often moved between properties in New York, Florida, and the Caribbean using private jets and yachts. Payments were made discreetly to victims and intermediaries, and strict rules of secrecy were enforced through fear and manipulation. In July 2019, Epstein was arrested by the FBI and NYPD on federal trafficking charges covering conduct from 2002 to 2005 in New York and Florida. His Manhattan mansion was raided and evidence was seized. The case highlighted the full scope of his trafficking network, which had been obscured by the 2008 agreement. Just over a month later, Epstein was found unresponsive in his MCC New York cell. The medical examiner ruled it a suicide. Investigations revealed serious negligence, skipped inmate checks, falsified logs, and a missing cellmate. While no foul play was confirmed, public trust in the system was deeply shaken.
I report back to jail at 8 p.m.
Every single day?
Yes, sir.
And is it 7 days a week that you're out on work release?
No, sir.
How many days a week are you out on work release?
6.
And of those 6 days, how many hours per day are you out on work release?
12.
Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's close associate, was arrested in 2020. In 2021, she was convicted of sex trafficking and related crimes and sentenced to 20 years in federal prison. Her trial revealed the systematic recruitment and abuse of young girls and became a proxy for the trial Epstein never faced. Between 2024 and 2025, hundreds of pages of depositions and court documents were unsealed. These files included witness statements, emails, and flight records, referencing over 150 individuals.
Creighton has stated that this is a... I'm willing to continue.
While no verified client list or blackmail operation was confirmed, the files offered the public a clearer understanding of Epstein's network. The Epstein files reveal how power, wealth, and secrecy can hide crimes for decades. Which revelation shocked you the most? Comment below and don't forget to subscribe for more investigations.